This conference will now be recorded.
So last class we just worked with the VBA Visual Basic for application. Do you have any doubts in that? Recording of macros, relative reference and absolute reference. So when I start my file, it is asking you to enable contents. Do I need to enable this content? Yes. So why I need to enable that content? Is there a reason to enable the content? Right. So VBA will not save its code. Automatically it will delete all the code when you are not enabled that contents. So last class we used the relative and absolute reference to record, as well as we use the command button. We also written some code. So when I click this button, the code is going to execute. So how to create a button in Excel and assign the macros. So any doubts in this? The shortcut key to start your VBA editing screen. It is Alt F11. Alt F11 is shortcut key to start VBA editing screen. Right. So we just use this, how to protect your workbook, right? How to protect your sheets. The same way, this is called as a project, VBA project. The entire VBA project also you can protect. So whatever we are written the code, I don't want to display to the others. I want to only work from the Excel only. So I can able to protect this project with the password. So how to protect the project with password, that we will learn today. So just in the VBA project name, just right click here. There is an option called VBA project properties. And the VBA project property, select the option protection. It is by default display with general button. So select protection. In the protection, you have a lock project. Select lock project for viewing. So provide a password similar like what we were giving the Excel. In the same way here also we are giving a password and we are reconfirming the same password. And password is not visible. It will be displayed in the format of star. So finally click OK. This is protected. I have to save the changes. What is shortcut key to save? So I go to Excel by pressing again Alt F11. Control S is a shortcut key to save. I just close all the windows. I reopen again. There is a file macro example 1. So I just opened with Excel, but not the VBA screen. So to start your VBA editing screen, I press Alt F11. So VBA editing screen is started, but your code window is not visible. The code window is not visible, and you can see that VBA project is available here along with the macro name. If I just double click to expand this all the macro name as well as sheet names, see it is not expanding, it is asking the password. Until I provide a password, I cannot be able to view my coding or what are the macros I am written, sheets I inserted. Once I complete this pass, then I can able to see the informations. How many models we inserted, what are the sheets available in the Excel spreadsheet. So all informations I can view. Any doubts in this? This is how you can protect your project. Any doubts? I just show you how to protect the project. So I click this option, VBA project is a name. So this is again differ from one workbook to other workbook. Check your workbook name. See what we are given, macro example 1. This is what the name I am getting. This is the workbook name. So now above the workbook, just right click. There is an option called VBA project properties. Under the VBA project properties, select protection. Click this checkbox. Before the checkbox is not in a right mark, so you have to select this checkbox with right mark and provide a password. I just provide a password is 123 and reconfirm the same password. Click OK. You're supposed to save this. So I just save this Excel file. Okay, save. When I close and reopen this workbook and check it out, so Excel I can able to see all the information I can able to work. See, I can even click this buttons also. I can work on this buttons also. But I cannot be view the coding what I'm written. So I open VBA editing screen. Alt F11 is the shortcut key to start your VBA editing screen. So the screen is completely blank. The coding window is completely blank. So if I want to see the information, what I will do, I will expand this, the plus symbol. But when I'm going to expand this, it is asking password. Until I provide the password, I cannot be view my macros. So I just enter the password and then it is expanded. I can see my all models, what I created, the macros name, sheets, everything is visible. This is called protect project. The entire project can be protected. Is done. Any doubts in this? Just double click this project name. It asks for the password. So if it is expanded like this, your project is not protected. Just double click on the project name. It's going to ask the password to open. It's done, all of you. Have you protected your project? I want the reply from everyone. Now we'll learn that how to unprotect this project, the same thing. So after opening your project with the password, you can also remove the password. So go to Project Explorer again. In this Project Explorer, take your first macro name, whatever the macro name you are given for your project. So select the VBA project properties again. So under the VBA project properties, go to protection. So whatever the protection we are given, I just going to remove. I just need to just click and select this lock project for viewing. Click OK. You don't need to remove the password. Once I select unselect this is going to remove your protection. Just click OK. Okay. So now again, this is a changes. I need to save this. I just save this workbook, close, and again reopen this workbook. And without closing also you can view, but still I'm closing and showing you. So how do I start a project explorer? That is VBA editing screen, Alt F11. See, it is directly starting. It is displaying your coding information. Before it was not displaying. It was asking the password to protect. Any doubts? This is protection and protection. It's done. Protection and protection, everyone. So now all of you close your existing workbooks, whatever we had done previously, yesterday, what we done. So we start a new Excel workbook. In which extension are you supposed to save your workbook? That is macro enabled workbook. Right, XLSM extension name. So now we'll start again entering some informations by using a blank workbook. I open again VBA Editing Screen. I start inserting a new model. So anything you want to write in a format of macros, first you have to at least insert one model. So from where I can able to insert a model? I told you in the last class only, model is nothing but a container which contains all your code. So from where we will insert this model? Okay, in the insert menu. Right. So from the insert menu, select the model. So go to insert menu, click on model. So now the VBA editing screen, the coding window is started. So what is the first thing we have to start? To start the VBA coding. What is that sub stands for? Very good. Subroutine procedure. So we're just starting with subroutine procedure. Along with that, I have to give. So along with the subroutine procedure, what I supposed to give? What is the project you are going to create? So project name or macro name. So along with the subroutine procedure, you have to start with macro name. Macro name can be anything. So how you will specify the name of the book? How you will specify the name of the workbook based on a work what you are inserting in a Excel sheet. The same way, here also what you are going to write the code based on a coding, you are going to give a name of the macro. Okay, so just giving the macro name here. For example, is data type. Example. So what is this data type? If I want to type something, so last class we just use only the message box. But to display that information, where is that information? So who is going to give that information? The user is going to give the information what the users require to be displayed in Excel. So that has to be specified. For example, I just enter as 100. Simply if I give as 100, which value is 100? A value is 100, B value is 100. What is that A? A is nothing but variable. So A is equal to 100. We are assigning A 100. So we just assigning A value as 100, B value as 100. So we just assign the value where this has to be appear. I want to display this value in message box. as what? I want to display in a message box which value? A value. If I run this, what is a shortcut key to run the project? What is a shortcut key for view the project? Okay, fine. F5. To run any project, you have to press F5 is a shortcut key. F5 is a shortcut key to run your project, or you can see that the play button. So this is the button is used to run this project. So if I run this project, the value of the A is displaying in a message box as 100. Is it clear? Any doubts in this? Is it clear? I want a reply from everyone. So simply assigning a values for a variable for a programmer or the whoever is writing this code. So this takes more space in your computer without defining the data type for a variable. Just variable contains any of the values. So this is called as variant. This variant contains more bytes of information in your computer. It is 16 to 18 bytes of information is going to store in your computer. So to reduce that space, to control the space of your project or your file, we are just going to assign this variable with the help of dim statement. To control the spacing of your project or file, we are going to assign any variable with dim is a statement. Dim stands for dimension. So dim, this is again some procedure you have to use. Dim space, the variable name, whatever the name you are going to assign, A, B, C, it should be only in alphabetical order, or it may be anything. But it should be in the format of alphanumeric or alpha. It has to be start with alpha. So I can also give as name is a variable. I can also give as price is a variable. I can give total is a variable. The variable name can be anything what you want to identify and what values you are going to assign. So dim A, that is variable as what? We have many data type in the VBA editing screen. So which shows as integer, byte, string, variant, date, currency. These are different type of a data type. Data type helps to assign the particular value for that particular variable. For this particular variable, you're going to assign some value. So that value should be date. That value should be currency. That value should be a text. That value should be a number. That value should contain even the decimal places. That you can decide by specifying this data type. I just give dim A as integer. Dim A as integer. Integer is one of the data type which only contains the numbers. Which only contains the number. Up to some 35,000 something is a number which can be hold. This is a value the integer can be hold. So now if I run this project, so instead of that 16 bytes, the space of the project is going to reduce as only 4 bytes. This is why we have to declare a variable with a data type. This is called as declaration of your variable with a data type. Any doubts in this? Did you all understand? In the same way, I just show you again the same type of a project. I just copy this and paste in the next line. This is one project and this is another project. Both the project cannot be in the same name. So I just change the name of this data type example 2 I will give. Okay. And dim A as, I'm not inserting as integer, I'm inserting as string. String contains the text. String contains the value text. Integer contains the value numbers. So I just give A as string, dim B as string, dim C as string. That means I'm assigning 3 different variables as text. Then what is the value of the A? The value of the A is mount. Then what is the value of the B? The value of the B is formal. Then what is the value of C then? The value of C is A plus B. A plus B. Then I need to display the value of C, not the A value. I want to display the value of C, which combines these two words. So first, we declared our variable, what it has to be contained. Then we assign the variable for the particular variable name. Then what that variable has to do? It has to be added and displayed to the users in message box. The value of C should be displayed in message box. If I run this project, that shows as Mount Carmel in the message box. But I don't have any space between A and B, that is Mount and Carmel. To display this space, I just use within the double quotes one space symbol. We use concatenate, you may remember that. So, and I'm just using an and symbol. Now, if I run this project, you can see that mount space command. So, try to do this. I just shown only two data types here, like integer and string. We have many data types in the VBA, which shows as date, currency, decimal places, long text, short text. Like this, you can give any of the data types. Is done all of you? Any doubts?
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please repeat it, ma'am? I had joined late.
See, 1 hour class again, I cannot be repeated for only for you.
The last part, ma'am.
This only takes at least 5-10 minutes. See, I just shortly explain to you, just understand. Dim is
O-
nothing but dimension. A, B, C, what I am assigned, this is the variable name. String is nothing but the data type.
Okay, ma'am.
So this data, any one of the data types should be assigned for the variable. This controls the space of your project.
Okay, ma'am.
Without, I can simply assign like this. But still, if I assign with the data type, that takes control of your space. If I use like this, it takes directly as variant. Variant will take 15 bytes of information in your project. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's assign the variable as mount and B variable as common. For the C variable, I need to add these two and display in the message box. I just using A plus B. That means A value plus B value. Both it has to be displayed as C value. But between these two, I'm not given any space. To assign the space, I'm just using within the double quotes space and with one and symbol.
Okay, ma'am.
So when I run this project, I'm getting mount common with space.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So make it as yes, Jovita. Reset means if you are already editing the old one only, then it is asking you to reset your project. Just continue with next one. So yesterday class we just entered some values and we done the addition from the Excel spreadsheet only. So how do we do that addition, average and count? By using the VBA coding. That we will do it now. So I just go to the sheet 1 and type the product name. Any product name you type and any price you type. At least there's 5 products and 5 price numbers you type. So I just enter the product name and price from A1 to B6. Is done all of you? So after completing this, instead of doing total, average, count, I just do it from the VBA screen. So that value should be captured in B7 as total, B8 as average, B9 as count of the products. So that respective name to be appear in the corresponding cell. Okay, so I just go to VBA Editing Screen, Alt F11. I start a new project with the help of again subroutine and macro name. Macro name, we just give function example. Okay, so we are using sum function, average function, and count function. So I just give us function example. Okay, now I just declaring all these function names what I require. So I need to find out the total. I need to find out the average. I need to find out the number of products. I just give us number underscore of underscore product, because I cannot be enter number of project without by giving space with space. It will take us different names. That's why I'm given as underscore number of products as. So all these products, that means it may be a total, it may be an average, it may be a number of product. It will be in the format of numbers or it will be in the format of text. The answers will display in a format of numbers or answers it will display in the format of text. Very good. In a format of numbers. Total it is a number. Average it is a number. Number of count of product is nothing but numbers. Okay. So that numbers will be entered with the format of integer data type or string data type. Which data type we have to use? Very good. Integer. So previously you may observe that I just declared variable by using dim 3 times. But here within a one line only I can able to even declare my variable. See, instead of dim total as integer, instead of dim average as integer, dim number of product as integer, I just assign all three variable in one line by giving commas in the middle. So you can also assign like this instead of assigning in a multiple lines. Any doubts? So from where the total has to be found. So total is equal to, so equal symbol is used to assign the value. So which value I need to assign for this total? Total is equal to application dot worksheet function dot. I just use a function name is sum. So sum means what? We have to add some numbers. So it is asking array 1, array 2, array 3 like this. I just taking a range directly. Sum, open bracket, range, open bracket. So range it is asking cell numbers. So I just entering the cell numbers within double quotes. From where to where I have that numbers? I just go back to the Excel. From B2 to B6 I have a numbers. So I can use the same cell reference here. B2 till B6, the range. Any doubts in this line? I'm using application dot worksheet functions dot sum. This is what the line you need to add, which is available already the sum of the objects under the VBA. So we are using the same object Excel function to add this range from B2 to B6. Even same thing for average also I'm using equals average. I need to find the average. I cannot be give average as a full name because it's a name of the function. So I just make it as short avg is equal to application dot worksheet function dot. What is the function name to find out the average? Average. Again open bracket, range, open bracket, same range B2 to B6. Same thing I'm doing even for the number of products also. Or you can also give the name as product count. Number of product is equal to, again application function dot count. Count is a function which is used to count the numbers. Count, open bracket, range. So within the double quotes, I specify the range. So whatever we assign these values for the total, average and number of product, where it has to be appear? It has to be appear in worksheets. Which sheet? 1. Index number it is asking, the first sheet. In that first sheet, in the cells or range, any of the thing you can use. Last class, I think we are not use any cells range. We use range, open bracket. It has to be appear in B6, right? B7. B7 dot value is equal to total. So worksheet sheet 1, In the sheet 1, in the cell B8, I want the value of average. Again the same sheet 1, in the B9 cell, I want the value of number of count. I'm specifying same name because I'm already assigned that same name as integer. So any doubts till now? So before that, this total to be displayed, I want some name to be appear in the previous cells. So I want to display total of product price, or I just give as total product price. So in the next cell, I want average of product. Count of product. This is the values I want to display. As it is not assigned with any variable, this is the text I wanted to display. So I highlighted with the double quotes. See, this is the value has to be appear, which is already decided. It has to be take B2 to B6. So it is in numbers. So it is not assigned with any of the double quotes. This takes automatic. I hope all of you understand this coding. Shall we run this? It's done, all of you. Is all of it completed? So now I just run this. The shortcut key to run the project. So I press F5 and go to Excel spreadsheet by pressing Alt F11. You can see that the total average and count of the product. For these things, we will go into work some other by giving some font color, background color, those things we just give and we will edit it. I just go back to my VBA editing screen. Again in this, I just give some range. From where to where? From A1 to B1. That what it contains the heading, right? So from A1 to B1, I want the font color index. So I just assigning the index color for this as any of the colors, which is a range from 1 to 7. You can just give. I just assign as 6. Again, range A1 to B1. For this range, dot interior color. Interior is nothing but background color. Color index. I just give the color indexes. See, I just show you by run this project. Go to Excel spreadsheet. You can see that color as well as the background color. Font color we will change. Okay. I just same thing I will give for the other total average as well as the count range. Total average is from A7 to B9. So what is the error you are getting? If you are unable to run the project, you have to tell me the error. With different colors I am given. You also auto fit this contents. Range A1 to B9. I want to automatically fit this columns. Columns dot auto fit. MCC automatically just fit the content. So it's completed. All of you getting this? This as an output with the help of this project. Shweshika, it is cleared. Check it out. Anything you have missed? Are you getting as debug anywhere? In which line it is having error? It shows the yellow color line like this. The arrow mark here. In this box, it will display as arrow mark in which line you have an error that shows in the line. Check it out once. Check it out whether you assign as values, the cell reference, double inverted commas, equal symbol, double quotes, everything is very important. Just press debug. There is an option called debug. Press F8. Step in debug. It is just this display here. Just press F8 for line by line. It will debug. If any lines have error, that shows the error. It's done. All of you completed this. So interior color is nothing but background color, font color. We also auto fit our columns, so we are not adjusted manually. It is automatically fit your column based on the contents. Auto fitted the column. Even we are given a borders. The border style is in red and it is thin in a weight. Let's check it out. All of you completed. We go for the next one. It's done, all of you. All of you answer your attendance. Amina, Shruti R. Verma, Shruti R. Verma is present. Harshita, yes. Anushka, Vareen, unmute your mic and answer the
Present.
attendance. This is the first class you are attending, Vareen.
Yes, ma'am.
Rashmi B,
Present, ma'am.
Albina Sneha,
Present, ma'am.
Rekshita,
Present, ma'am.
Chandini,
Present, ma'am.
Dinesh Shri,
Present, ma'am.
Deepti S,
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi K,
Present, ma'am.
Niranjana, Vinsha, Vinsha, Pritya Gawar,
Present, ma'am. Present,
Shubham,
ma'am.
Jovita,
Ma'am, you skipped my name, Shubhangi.
Present, ma'am.
Shubhangi Priya,
Present, ma'am.
Jovita,
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra,
Present, ma'am.
Isha, Ashwini S,
Present, ma'am.
Shweshika,
Present, ma'am.
Sneha Shashikumar,
Present, ma'am.
Sunaina,
Present, ma'am.
Vinisha, Nikita, Aarti,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Priya.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubts in this? Jovita, what error you're getting? Okay. So we continue with the next one. How to protect the sheets with the help of VBA code. Not the project, we are protecting the sheets. Okay, just write the code for that. And you can see that we have a multiple projects here. Here it is 1, 2, 3. If you want to run an individual project, you have to place the cursor at least in any of the one line. Within this, any of the one line, you have to place the cursor like this, and then you have to run. Then only that particular project is going to run, macros is going to run. Otherwise, it's not going to run. Okay, the individual one you want to run, place a cursor at least in a one line. So this is what I just prepared the information. Somebody is going to see this, they will not understand anything. I need to explain something to them. So how you will explain in an Excel spreadsheet with the help of comment. So the comment is nothing but remarks. Any comment in this VBA screen can be given even with the help of one single quote. Start any command with a single quote. I just start here. So when I use with single quote, so without this single quote, if I try to asking that error, so I want to treat this as a text to the whoever is going to view this project. So start with single quote. So that single quote line will be highlighted in green color. The comment will always highlight in green color. So how you will give the comment in VBA screen, the editing screen? How you will give comment in editing screen? With single quote. Double quote and single quote, you know, right? So with a single quote symbol, I just use this message. And this can be entered anywhere in your project. In the middle of the project also I can able to use. When the project is going to run, the project is run one by one line. So when the project is reading this code, this just ignores like command. It just ignores this line and ignores it as a comment. Okay. Okay. Let's just continue with the next one. As we discussed, so how to protect the worksheets by writing the code we will do. So protect example. So which one we have to protect? Worksheet I need to protect it. So for that we have to write the code. This is called WS as worksheet. So it is an individual worksheet. So this is protecting for each worksheet. For each WS, that is what we are assigning the variable. Instead of using worksheets everywhere, I just use WS. For each worksheet in this workbook, workbook is a collection of worksheets. So all these worksheets available in this workbook. What is that which is available in this workbook? Worksheets. What it has to be do? So it has to be again ws dot protect. All my worksheet should protect with password. What is a password? Any password you can assign. For example, I just give 123 the common password. So as it is a password, it is also considered as in text. I enter as 123. So I just end with next ws. So whenever you use for each is a one of the looping statement. So this will end with a next variable name or the object name what you are assigned. So for each is ending with next. Sub is going to end with end sub. Between this for each and next, we are written some code. So all the worksheets available in this particular workbook should protect. Is done. Is all of you done this? So we just run this. Go to Excel spreadsheet. Try to type something. Is protected. You add multiple sheets also. At present, it is not protected because we are not run this code for this particular sheets. So come back to your VBA editing screen, run this project again, and then try for other sheets. This is also protected. This sheet is also protected. All the sheets is protected. If you keep on adding the sheets, you also need to protect again. So that means you have to run project each and every time when you add the sheets. It's done. Is the protection is working? Is all of you completed? Right. We just continue with unprotect. So all the sheets. See, this you cannot be do it in the Excel, right? So protecting all the sheets at a time. That's not possible in Excel. So that is what we done with the help of coding. So I just use dim, sub unprotect exam. Okay, again I am using dim ws as what? Worksheet. It's a sheet. So for each worksheet in this workbook dot worksheets, ws dot you have to use unprotect password is equal to what is the password you are given, the right password you have to give 1 2 3. So after assigning the password, it has to be repeated. So looping statement is repeating. It has to be repeat for all worksheets in this particular work. So try to run this. And check it out. In every sheet, it is possible you to edit. It's done. Jovita, Sneha, Dekshita, Shveshika. Right. So you can also protect an individual sheet. So whichever the sheet is active, that particular sheet you want to protect. That is also possible by using active sheet statement. So the active sheet protect example. Let us use active sheet dot protect space assign the password. So at presently sheet 1 is active. When I run this and go back, try to edit the sheet, it is not possible. The rest of the sheet I can edit. This is active sheet. You can even protect the particular sheet as an active sheet protection. Is done. Protect sheet is done. Okay, try to write the code for unprotect sheet. Same thing. Instead of protect, you have to use unprotect. And try, execute and try whether you're getting any errors or not. Or if you write the code for unprotect sheet. It's done, all of you. Unprotect sheet is done. Is all of you completed? Only 1 or 2 replies I'm getting, not from everyone. Fine. I just copy this, paste here. You will get an error if I paste it again because the macro names are same. I just change as unprotect is the name. So here also active sheet dot unprotect. I just run this. The active sheet is unprotected. Now I can use it to edit. So think that I just deleted everything. I just cleared this. I just cleared this total average as well as the count. If I want to execute the same project by inserting a button from the Excel, what am I supposed to do? I want you to insert a button and assign a particular macro name and control it from the Excel spreadsheet only. Do it now fast. The last one I will explain to you with the help of input box. Input box example, we will do it now. Fast. I just give you 5 minutes time. Now it is 5:43. So 5:50 you can complete off that within that. It's very easy. Yesterday class only I thought assigning the macros by inserting a button. How many of you completed? I didn't get the answer from anyone. How many of you completed? Only one reply I got. What about others? Okay, how do I insert the command button? The control button. How do I insert the control button? From where? Rukia, Shweshika, Sneha. From where we can insert the control button? So from the developer tab, go to insert in the control option, click the button, drag and drop, assign your project name. This is the project just now we created. So I just active sheet protect, data type example, function example I will take, click OK. I just assign the macro name. I just going to write, click here. So when I click, this is going to execute. Very good. So the last one we will do it. Instead of entering everything in a providing the values directly, I can also provide the values. At present, I don't know. So whenever I use this project, I need to give that information. So then I am applying the input boxes. So I just go back to the VBA editing screen. The input box example. Okay. Dim employee name, employee ID, name, email as. So employee ID, name, email ID will be in the which format? Whether it is in the format of text or whether it is in the format of number. So if it is text, what is the data type I need to specify? Very good, Deepti. String. String is a data type I need to specify. Okay. So employee ID is equal to, I don't know the result now. What is the ID? I'm going to provide later when I execute this project. So I'm using input box. I'm using what? Input box. So with the help of input box, I'm going to enter my information. Open bracket. So what it has to be display? What is the message it has to be give? Enter employee ID. So you need to enter the employee ID. In the same way for name as well as email ID also I will give name, input box, enter employee name. Next, email. Enter employee email ID. So when I execute this and type some information in the boxes, where the value has to be displayed. So that value has to be displayed in my Excel spreadsheet. In the specified columns. I want employee ID, name, and email ID. So I want in B11, C11, D11. In third column, in fourth column, In second column, I want employee ID. The third column, I want name. In fourth column, I want email. That's it. So if I execute this, directly run and displaying email ID, sorry, employee ID, enter employee ID. This is the input title. This is what the message, the title and message. If I give enter employee ID is AS01, I click OK. It's going to display the next input. Employee name, enter employee name. So I just enter the employee name as, the employee name will give, so I just give as Aisha. Just give OK. Enter employee email ID. So it shows all the information. Any doubts in this? Understand this, how to use the input boxes. Instead of entering directly the values, you can also use input boxes. Whenever you require, you can able to enter the values. Is done. Is done, all of you. Any doubts still here? So I hope you understand how to write the code in this. So with the help of same type of codings, we are using uh, if functions, if statements tomorrow, and the lookups tomorrow to control your VBA projects. Okay, so we'll use control structure tomorrow. So you need to practice this. Practice, and any doubts tomorrow class you can ask. Thank you everyone.